here is our example problem for how to use the specific heat equation, QMCAT. I am going to write this out here. Q equals MC delta T. And I kind of think of that delta, it looks like a letter A. So sometimes I say QMCAT, and that's just a way for me to recognize the specific heat equation. So I've got this example problem where it says 5 grams of carbon is heated from 25 degrees Celsius to 155 degrees Celsius and absorbs 450 joules of heat in the process. Calculate the specific heat capacity of carbon. Let's define some variables. 5.0 grams is going to be my mass. My initial temperature is 25. My final temperature is 155. My heat is Q, and I'm looking for C. So my QMCAT equation here, I want to rearrange this to isolate my specific heat capacity. So I'm going to divide both sides by mass and change in temperature. Mass, change in temperature. So then I can cancel out mass, cancel out delta T, and I'm going to be left with this rearranged equation where the heat is going to be divided by the mass times the change in temperature. So let's get that change in temperature. Delta T, delta means change, that's the delta symbol, looks like final temperature minus initial temperature. And my final temperature was 155 minus my initial temperature of 25. And when I do my mental math here, I get 130 degrees change in temperature. So now I'm ready to fill in the blanks. I know that my Q value is 455. I know that is going to be divided by my mass of 5.0, and my change in temperature is 130. Now when I do this calculation, I'm going to be sure to multiply the 5 times the 131st order of operations, then divide that answer into the 455. So when I do that, 455 divided by 5 times 130, I get a value of 0.70 joules per gram degrees Celsius, remembering that that is the units for specific heat. How much heat is needed to raise 1 gram of this 1 degree Celsius? And the answer is 0.7 joules. And that's going to be the specific heat capacity of C. So every problem on the practice sheet that you're going to get is done very similar to this. Hopefully this makes sense. Please message me if you have any questions.